What's going on, guys, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. This is the last race of the season. 1 minute, let me change my mic, make sure it's coming through. Yeah, it is. What's going on? How are we all? So, the last race. Twitch Cacto just doing donuts on his outlap. So, a fixture in the Sauber. We'll see a lot of different teams next season. Invite Tojo, yeah. You're not there, mate. What happens is you might have to delete me as a friend, mate, and then re-add me and you'll show up. It's just EA being EA, really. So, a fixture. Sorry, I'm trying to do all the new roles, all the standings, so I can't do any new roles till after this race. And then I'm also trying to get all the standings and statistics for both apps, and then also do tier 2 as well. So Tojo, so I'll write it in the chat. It's if you've already got me as a friend, you'll just have to delete it and then re-add it. So, a fixture in the Sauber, and I think it will be Twitch Caxel that actually sets the first lap. Oh, Jorn's retired. Ginaldi's retired. What? What's going on? It says Ginaldi's in the Aston Martin. Oh, there we go. It's fixed it now. Refresh that. So on board with Twitch Caxel. Oh, my G, I get really, really bad hay fever, so I know exactly what you mean. Like, everybody knows I suffer with really bad hay fever. Right, so on board with Twitch Caxel as he comes around turn 9 in sector 3, gets his foot down onto the overtake button, and then down in towards turn 12 and 13. Under the bridge we go through Latifi corner, and then around turn 15 and 16, and then we'll head towards the line for the Haas driver of Twitch Caxel. And where will he put it? Obviously he'll put it on pole, a 1:23.7 with 14 minutes of this qualifying session remaining. A fixture goes even quicker, a 1:23.0 for the Kick Sauber driver. Brilliant lap time. The Mercedes of Sam B just heading down towards turn 9 goes purple sector 2. This is what we like to see from the AMG Petronas driver as we go around turn 10 and 11. And then underneath the bridge at turn 13 and 14 we go. Sam the man is in. So Sam B. Around 15 and 16 we go, down towards the line. That Mercedes looks incredible in the night. And Sam B goes fastest, a 1:22.9. Don Dedge goes up to P3, a 1:23.2. Jack Carter on his debut goes a 1:23.7 just behind Twitch Caxel. Martin McLeod in the Alpine going down the DRS straight towards turn 6. And then we've got Udi in the McLaren, finished second in the World Drivers' Championship in Tier 3 by only 4 points. And then Kevin Gamer in the Red Bull just coming down towards the line. What can he do? He's massively improved this season. To the line, it's a 1:25.5. Not bad for Kevin Gamer. CJ 3000 also coming down towards turn 9 now. But we're going back on board with Martin McLeod as he is into turn 9 and gone purple sector 2 on his way down towards turn 10. 11 and then in towards 12, slamming on them brakes. Still a little bit of battery to use for the Alpine driver. Only 0.3 of a second separate the top 3 at the moment. Can Marty McLeod stick himself in between the battle at the top? Marty down in towards turn 16 we go, and then it's a little short run up towards the line. It's a 1:23.2 from the Alpine that separates the two Saubers. CJ 3000 goes up to P1 with a 1:22.7. There's a Ferrari to the line. That is Tojo just starting his flying lap, and then the other Ferrari of Jack Carter as well behind him. Bananarama in the Alpine just coming out of turn 7. It is short qualifying because of the F1 race at 2 o'clock. So Bananarama, you've got Tojo as well, but on board with Banana. Sam and Adam really closely matched by a tenth of a second, but Banana coming in towards turn 14. Oh, Jesus, let me change the session because otherwise it's not going to save it. I need to change it to short qualifying. 1 minute. So, Yas Marina, we need to take away that. We need to take away that. Right, all done. There we go. So, Banana goes up to P5, just behind his teammate Bjorn McQueen. So, the two V-Carbs in P4 and P5. What about Jabba in the Red Bull? We've got Gennady, we've got Sam the Man in the Williams. Mr. Reese is on his way out in the Papaya McLaren as he starts his flying lap. Jabba coming in towards turn 9 has invalidated it, so we go back on board with Sam the Man in the Williams. I just love night races. They just look amazing. And to think as well, we'll be starting off season 11 at the Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi. In 2 weeks' time, the new season starts and we'll be back right where we left off. So Sam the Man coming through. Under the bridge at turn 14. Oh, it's a little deep. It is a little deep. He would have lost a little bit of time there for the American. Down in towards turn 16. A short run up to the line. It's a 1:23.3 and it's up to P8 for Sam the Man. He knows he's got a little bit more in the tank. Purple sector 2 for Mr. Reese. Out of turn 9 at the left-handed hairpin. The McLaren has been improving massively over the last few races. Yellow flags are waving. 18 drivers on the grid with 9 minutes of qualifying remaining as Mr. Reese invalidates it. What about Bjorn? He's in P4. He's back on another lap, but he's invalidated it. And Banana is just in front of him, coming down the DRS straight towards turn 6. Through the speed trap we go. And then slams on the brake, nose dives left, nose dives right, out of turn 7. Using a bit of that battery, the DRS kicks back in. The rear wing is open, giving him that extra bit of horsepower as we head down towards turn 9 at the left-hander. As he takes a nice wide line through there. And then back full throttle towards turn 10 and 11. Just hitting the apex, just hugging the left-hander, and then through Latifi corner, back onto the throttle, invalidates it. He was absolutely on the limit, and it showed. Martin McLeod to the line, goes P6. He was down on his time. What about Kevin Gamer? We have a lot of drivers still yet to set a lap time. Jack Carter has invalidated it on his debut, but you got to remember he would have probably had no practice as it is his debut race. So a couple of the drivers on laps. Don Dedge is just coming through now. And that is up to P3 for Don Dedge. 2 1,000ths of a second behind Sam B. But it's up to P3, 2 for the Sauber. So I think somebody wants an invite. He's not online though. So Dondedge up to P5. Sam B is on another lap. He's 2 tenths up the Mercedes driver down towards the line. And Sam B goes provisional pole here in Abu Dhabi with 6.5 minutes remaining. A 1:22.6. A fixture is also improving as he heads down towards turn 14. Underneath the bridge, this is the bit where everybody's struggling, and so does he. He clatters into the wall but doesn't invalidate it. But it would have cost him a lot of time, and he does back out. 6 minutes to go. I think CJ's on another lap. We'll ride on board with the Aston Martin driver. And he is slightly up on his lap time. And we're working in minimal distances here. So that rear wing wide open. And he's not using all of the battery. So just out of the corners for the Aston Martin. And CJ 3000 back with the DRS, back on the battery. The throttle all the way down, 5.5 minutes remaining here in qualifying, in towards turn 9. And that is CJ 3000 is also run deep. He's done exactly what A Fixter did. That is like the 6th driver we've seen do that at turn 14. So, a habit of the drivers. Here comes Mr. Reese, finally going to get a lap on the board. It's a 1:23.9. He won't be happy with that. Doug, who finished 4th in Tier 3. What a result for him in that Williams. So down into the pit lane goes Doug. What about Udi and Sam the man? Udi is just in front of him in the other Williams. So Sam the man, he will be next to the line with just under 4 minutes to go. So Marty McLeod goes up to P4. Don Dedge is out. Udi in the McLaren. Oh, there's a a bit of traffic all getting ready. 2 minutes to go. Jack Carter in the Ferrari is coming round, but he's invalidated it. Jabba in the Red Bull, and I think he's just backing out. I think he's going to go again. All of the drivers on outlaps. So, and I think that is Amaro is in. I don't think he's going to get round to get a lap. He's not. So he's going to be from the back of the grid. He wants to get out just to get a setup on, to be honest. CJ 3000 is now on a lap. Martin McLeod is on a cool down lap. Jack Carter in the Ferrari. And just coming out of turn 5. Jabba in the Red Bull. Coming down to turn 6. Todjo in the Ferrari is also coming down the DRS straight. There's a lot of traffic on the track at the moment. So in towards turn 6 and 7, a little bit of traffic in front of him. That Papaya McLaren just moving out the way. The Ferrari tries to use him for a little bit of slipstream, but isn't able to. So Jack Carter is in front. That is Jabba that hits the wall. Jack Carter is slightly down on his lap time. Twitch Caxel in the Haas also starting his lap. Udi is out in the McLaren. So Todjo in the Ferrari. Oh, and that's, wow, that's an Alpine that comes back on the track. Who was that? I think that might have been Marty that put Todjo off, who's sliding about everywhere. I don't think Todjo's going to improve in that Scuderia Ferrari as he comes down towards the line. 30 seconds of qualifying. He's drifting through. Andy invalidates. So that is Todjo out. Jabba. Jack Carter is into the pit lane. Twitch Caxel is also on a lap. The Aston Martin is coming to the line as well. I think that is CJ 3000. It is. He is going to make the line to go again. Sam B is half a tenth up. He's already on pole position. Don Dedge in the Sauber coming in towards turn 6 and 7. Mike McLeod, a fixture, is also a tenth of a second up as he comes through turn 12 and 13 underneath the bridge around the corner where he hit the wall last time, but he doesn't this time. Checkered flag is waving here in Abu Dhabi. A fixture up towards turn 16. He's currently in P5 down towards the line. We go. A fixture goes up to P3 and in front of his teammate. Now comes the Haas driver of Ginaudi. No, it's not. It's Twitch Caxton that goes up to P4. And next will be Amaro, who didn't make the line. Then Sam B in the Mercedes. He is slightly down now and he does back out, but he is still on pole position momentarily. Can anybody take it away? Here comes Kevin Gamer in the Red Bull. He is improving, but he's not going to improve the position. Here comes Jabba in the Red Bull. So Sam B is still the man to beat. Here comes Jabba to the line. Stays P12. Then we do have the McLaren and Mr. Reese. Don Dedge is into the pit lane. Mr. Reese down towards the line. The McLaren goes up to P10. Then goes Beyond McQueen. Takes pole position away from Sam the Man. Marty McLeod in the Alpine is coming through. CJ 3000. Banana in the Alpine. The Racing Bull. It's a 1-3 V-Cab. Sam B, right at the end, gets it snatched from his hands, and Bjorn McQueen, the Dutchman, dominates here in Abu Dhabi. So Bjorn McQueen takes pole position here in the final race of the season. Sam B in the Mercedes will start alongside him on the front row. On the second row, Banana Armour in P3 and CJ 3000 alongside him in P4. On the third row, the grid, it's A Fixter in the Kick Sauber alongside him, Twitch Caxel in the Haas. On the fourth row, the grid, it's Don Dedge in the Sauber and Martin McLeod in the Alpine in P8. And on the fifth row, the grid, it's Sam the Man in the Williams and Udi in the McLaren. Then comes Mr. Reese, Ginaudi, Jack Carter on his debut, Jabba in the Red Bull, Doug in the Williams, Todjo in the Ferrari, Kevin Gamer in the Red Bull, Amaro in the Alpine, and Yo, it's Sean in the Aston Martin. Yeah, Tojo, that's why we have divisions, mate. So that everybody, you know, everybody can race in their respective divisions, and it's such a good thing to have. So here we go for the final time in Tier 2. So round 18 is upon us here in Abu Dhabi. And it's lights out and away we go. The Mercedes did get a good start. He is going to have the inside line on the V-cab, but he's already through down in towards turn 1. Sambi is into the lead. Banana and Chaka get a collision, and that is Banana down to P9. CJ 3000 is down to P9 now. Mike McLeod in the Alpine trying to make moves. Don Dedge is up 4, but he's fighting with Sam the Man, the American, in the Williams as they go down towards turn 5. And they do keep it clean. There's 3 cars side by side. A Fixter will have a penalty taken away at the end of this race, gaining 1 position. Banana is back through on Don Dedge, but now here comes Marty McLeod in the Alpine that will also make the move on Donny in the Kick Sauber. CJ 3000 trying to make moves. Will he lunge up the inside? He'll try it. He'll try Verstappen up the inside of turn 6. Mr. Reese and Udi losing places. The 2 McLarens wheel to wheel, but one gets clattered by Jack Carter in the Scuderia. Here comes Tojo. What about Gennady, Kev Kamer, and Doug is down 4 places. Gennady down 5. But it is Sambi that leads going in towards turn 9 at the hairpin. Bjorn in P2, A Fixture in P3, Twitch Capsule, Sam the Man, Banana, Martin McLeod, Don Dead, CJ 3000 and Jabba are your top 10 near the end of that one. Mr. Reese is back for on his teammate, maybe team orders in the Papaya Garage. Papaya rules here in Abu Dhabi. So DRS will kick in now. Sambi on the mediums. Let's have a look at the tyres. So Bjorn has gone for the hard tyres. That's why he was sluggish off the line. And Sambi was able to capitalise. So DRS, Sam the Man on the back of Twitch Caxel. Going down towards turn 5. He's right on the rear diffuser. He will try and go up the inside. Here comes Sam the Man on Twitch Caxel. Wheel to wheel they go out of turn 5 down towards turn 6 with that DRS enabled. Here comes Bjorn McQueen. He's in the slipstream of the Mercedes. Will he be patient? Here comes A Fixed. He ain't being patient for anybody. A double overtake for the Kick Sauber. And Twitch Caxel on Sam the Man. He is slightly through. Sam just being pushed off the track. Here comes Banana now. He's got the run on him. With that DRS enabled once more, will the Williams go up the inside of Twitch Caxel? It doesn't. Wheel to wheel with Banana once more. US and UK combined to battle here on lap 2. Don Dedge is through on CJ 3000. The Kick Sauber on the Aston Martin. Jabba still in P10, and then comes the 2 McLarens and Tojo and Yoic Sean in the Aston Martin. The world champion trying to make moves through this grid. All still within DRS range. Every driver barring Kevin at the back. Yeah, Nimble, I thought it would have been because Banana spun and he overtook him, so that'll be removed as soon as the race is finished, so we'll know his position. So, A Fixter leads that penalty, ignore it. Sam B in P2, Bjorn in P3, Twitch Caxel, then comes Sam the Man. Yoic Sean is through on Tojo now. He's not waiting for no DRS straights. Tojo has got his teammate Jack Carter behind him on his debut. Nice to see from Jack Carter. Here comes Martin McLeod, gets a great exit on Bananarama. Here comes the Alpine on the V-car. What about Sam B on A Fixter for the lead of this Grand Prix? Is he going to go free? He's slowing down. He's being tactical. Race IQ coming into play on lap 3. And Sambi does have Bjorn behind him. Now Sambi will go for it. He was patient, he waited, and this is why he waited. Into the slipstream of the Kick Sauber, he moves over to the right, and the 2 Season 9 world champions for McLaren are battling on track for the lead. So Mr. Reese is through on Jabba, the McLaren on the Red Bull, but Jabba does have the inside line. Oh, they do collide. Oh, wow. Mr. Reese is round. And he'll have to just regain himself. Hopefully he didn't get damaged from that. He didn't. That is very lucky from Mr. Reese. Oh, you're kidding. Yeah, A Fix will have to serve it in the pits. Oh, I forgot about that. Amaro with a 3-second time penalty. I totally forgot that he'll have to serve in the pits. That's so frustrating. So Sam B leads. Everybody's still within DRS range apart from Udi, who needs to get back in DRS range or he's going to be left wide open from Jabba behind. Still, we are on lap 4. That is Jack Carter through on his teammate. The Ferrari swap places. Tojo makes a mistake. Gennady goes through. Here comes Amaro. Doug goes through as well. What about A Fixter? Is he playing the patient game now? Don Dedge is through on Martin McLeod. They go wheel to wheel through turn 6 and 7. CJ is also through. Down towards turn 9 we go. Going game with that time penalty. That is Gennady through on Jack Carter, who just runs wide. Doug is through on Amaro. Todd's just struggling out there. Just needs to regain it a little bit. But it is Sam B that leads. Look at these aerial shots now. The McLaren in front. The Sauber in P2. The VCAB, the Haas, the Williams. 5 different teams occupy the 5 top spots. So into the pit lane goes Todd Joe, and that will be it for his Tier 2 debut. So that DRS will kick in again. That is Kevin Gamer that's rounding into the wall at Latifi corner, VSC. VSC is out. I tell you what, if Fixter could get round and into the pit lane here and go for an early stop under the VSC and get rid of that 10-second time penalty. Let's just take a look. He might not stay out for that long, but there'll be no overtaking. That means Sambi is safe in the DRS straight for now. Hopefully nobody gets caught speeding under the VSC, because that will kill the race. Into the pit lane goes Kevin Gamer. So Sam B leads. They're not far from the pit lane. He could actually make it in and get this pit stop completed under the yellow flags. I can't see it staying out for much longer though. Because he could actually, he's on mediums. Oh, there we go. Drive through for Kevin Gamer, who calls the VSC. CJ, what a restart from CJ. He got through on Don Dedge. And that was so close. Fixter could have potentially gone in and gone onto the hards. So, they're all still grouped up. That is Gennady into the pit lane. He's going for a very early stop. There goes Don Dedge and Martin McLeod. Udi onto the back of him. Joich Jorn in the Aston Martin. Still trying to make headway at the back. Look at Bjorn, how close he is to a Fixter now. And Bjorn will follow the kick Sauber and the Mercedes. Here comes a Fixter up the inside of the Mercedes of Sam B. Down in towards turn 6 and 7 we go. A Fixter is the driver in front. The Mercedes all over the back of him. And now he will get the reverse DRS as we head down towards turn 9. Here comes Bjorn though in the V-cab. They are going to overtake the kick Sauber. Side by side got the Mercedes and the Sauber. Bjorn McQueen can't find a way through. And still they battle here on lap 6. Off the track goes Bjorn McQueen. You've got Twitzcaxel and Sam the man behind and Bananarama. And then goes the dive from Banana up the inside. And the Williams has a little snap and through goes the Scotsman and up to P5 for Banana. Into the pit lane again for Kevin Gamer. So Sambi does still lead. Bjorn McQueen in the V-cab. You can see what's going. 7 laps down. Remember, Bjorn is on the hards, so it won't be long until he starts to feel the benefit of that. So Sambi and A Fixter at the same house, racing in the same race. So here comes Bjorn on a fixture. He did get a better exit, the VCAB driver. They've both got DRS. They're both chasing down the Mercedes. Bjorn is going to have to try and find a way through here, down in towards turn 6 and 7. They do go wheel to wheel. Bjorn and a fixture, the Sauber and the VCAB. Great racing from both of them, and that's a VSC. I think that is Jack Carter or Amaro that has lost the front wing. No. So who is that? Kevin Gamer again. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, if you want, Kevin, you are more than welcome to go into the pit lane. Just, I don't want anything happening. Oh, Bjorn! Bjorn's lost a load of positions. Oh, Bjorn is down to P11. What has happened? People are getting illegal overtakes. All the drivers are having to slow down. Doug gets a drive through. This is unbelievable. What is going on? Yeah, Kev, just... Yeah, it might be best just to head into the pit lane. We're in 6 laps. You've been lapped and you've caused 2 VSCs. It's caused 2 drivers drive-through time penalties. Yeah, I don't mean to be rude, mate, but it's causing a lot of issues on track. So Sam B leads a fixture in P2, but I appreciate you reserving, Kev. Thank you. So Sam B is leading. Here comes a fixture, and he's going to be patient. And there goes Banana on Twitch Caxel. Twitch Caxel is not going to give him an easy route through. Out of turn 7 we go. That DRS will kick in. They are locked together, the Haas and the VCAB. Jack Carter is through on Amaro, and look at that from Jack Carter in the Scuderia through on Amaro. But Amaro will get DRS. Jack Carter is just in front. Is he going to use that battery? He's not. He's going to let him go, and he'll take the inside line potentially for turn 9. And Jack Carter slots back in behind the Alpine. But here we go. Look at this from Jack Carter. He gets his foot down. He's got a bit more grip. The Ferrari goes wheel to wheel with the Alpine. But it is Amaro that just stays in front of Jack Carter for now. Twitch Caxel is through on A-Fixer. A-Fixer is into the pit lane. A-Fixer is going for the undercut off the mediums, but he'll serve that 10-second time penalty as well. Yeah, Alvaro, it'll be amazing. Some of the teams in Tier 2 for next season are so good. So, A-Fixter will come out into clean air, and he'll get some nice laps behind him. He will want, A-Fixter realistically wants these guys to battle as hard as possible whilst he's going for this undercut. But Twitch Caxel's lost DRS, and through goes Banana. Sam B has been left open at the back, but now Banana will get DRS down the next straight. Here comes Sam the man in the Williams, and Twitch Caxel will come back up the inside. Wheel to wheel once more. A little snap from the Williams, but he is back into the podium position. Twitch Caxel right on his rear diffuser. He will try and come through. Down towards turn 9 we go. Twitch Caxel will have to go the long way round. Sam the man can get his foot down earlier. CJ3000 is there. Yo, it's Jorn is through on Bjorn McQueen, who had that incident under the VSC. And A-Fixter is into 4 seconds of clean air. Let's go racing. Jack Carter is through on Amaro once more. Amaro will have the inside line on that Scuderia, but it is Jack Carter that is back in front. Down. So that is Twitch Caxel and CJ3000. Twitch Caxel is into the pit lane, trying to cover off A-Fixter's undercut. Don Dedge is on the back of CJ3000. What a race Donny's having here, the Tier 3 Season 9 World Champion. Sam B in the Mercedes still leads, but it is Bananarama right on his tail as we head down towards turn 5. It is a long way to go on the hard nimble, you're absolutely right. So here comes Banana. Can he lead the Grand Prix to make it 5 different leaders in this race? Here comes Banana with that DRS enabled. He'll move over to the left-hand side on the Mercedes-AMG Petronas driver, and the Scotsman is now your race leader on lap 10. Sam B will be patient. Don Dedge is through on CJ3000, goes late on the brakes. CJ tries to dive back up the inside. Out of turn 7, through turn 8. The Sauber is just in front of the Aston Martin. Sam B in the Mercedes potentially will retake the lead of the Grand Prix. Here comes Sam the man in the Williams. So Yoic Sean is through on Ginaudi, and he is up to P12. A fixer already caught Mr. Reese by a second. He's flying, but we can see what sort of time he's lost from how far he is from Twitch Caxel, which is roughly around 8 seconds. So he did gain 2 seconds, but that 10-second time penalty has killed him from Banana, who spun around and he took the overtake. Banana Rama now leads. Sam B, Sam the man, Don Dedge all over him. CJ 3000 is into the pit lane. The Aston Martin, Marty McLeod, is also into the pit lane. Jack Carter picks up a 3-second time penalty. He stays out as well. Martin McLeod and CJ 3000. Remember, it's a very long pit stop here in Abu Dhabi. Jabber is up to P7. So 11 laps down. Did Banana, yeah, he dived over to the left hand side. He doesn't want to give Sam the man any help here. What about Don Dedge? Sorry, Sam B. And then Sam the man, Don Dedge will try and go at the inside of the Williams. He'll be a bit patient about this. Uday is behind. The top 5 separated by less than 2 seconds. 1.5 seconds. Incredible racing. Here comes Sam B. Down towards turn 7. Not able to get the overtake this time. Martin McLeod and Ginaudi head to head towards turn 6. It is Martin McLeod with the inside line in the Alpine. Ginaudi will love a good battle. Ginaudi's final race on the grid. He will not continue next season. That's a huge loss for us, but a huge gain for MSC, where he will be heading over to our partner league. He's not able to race on the weekends anymore, so he'll head over to MSC. So Sam the man in the Williams, Sam B in the Mercedes. Banana leads. Can he hold them off? Who do I think will get P2 in the constructors? Let me have a look. I didn't even know that was a thing. What's going on? Oh, 5 points between Mercedes and VCAB. Wow. Oh, well, the thing is, Sam B's not got a teammate. That's so annoying. If I had known there was 5 points between them, I'd have chucked one of the reserves in the Mercedes. Here comes Sam the man on Sam B. Sam the man got a really good exit there. And that is CJ 3000 through on Twitch Caxel, and it's Sam the man through on Sam B. The Williams is through and up to P2. Banana's on the hards. That's why he's able to just pull away at the moment. Mirko Krokop, what a fighter. Head kick for days. Happy birthday, Mirko. So, Don Dedge is from Sam B. Sam B is into the pit lane finally. A fixer is all over the back of Mr. Reese. So, where does Sam B come out? Onto the hard compounds for the remaining 16 laps. As Nimble said, it's a long way to go for a fixer on them hards. So, Jack Carter is through as Sam B is on his way out of the tunnel. Where does he come out? Is he going to come out into traffic? Twitch Caxel with the undercut is a bit ahead, but he does come out just behind Yoic Sean, which means he will get DRS unless Sean tries to slow down, which he's trying to do, but Sam B is aware to it. Mike McLeod in the Alpine is there. Twitch Caxel on Jack Carter. The Haas will move on through and up to P7, and Sam B moves through on Yoic Sean, and I think A Fixter will also move through on Ginaudi and Mr. Reese. Another double overtake, the second of the afternoon for A Fixter. That is yellow flags. That is Jack Carter that's had a spin, and he's down to P12. An incident for Jack Carter on his debut. Really unlucky because he's having a great race. A Fixter will have to use all of his battery to try and stay ahead of Mr. Reese, and he does. Great driving. That is Don Dedge and Sam the man. Don Dedge is through as Sam the man goes into the pit lane. Banana still leads, then Don Dedge, then Uday, all on the hard compounds. Ah, no problem, Ben. You're all good, mate. Jabber in P6. Twitzcaxel is catching him. Sam B is only 1.8 behind Twitzcaxel on fresher tyres. So, Martin McLeod is through. Where does Sam the Man come out? CJ 3000 goes wheel to wheel with Sam the Man, who's come out just behind Martin McLeod and in the DRS train of Yawn. A Fixter really putting in a shift here. He could really do with catching a break. Jack Carter into the pits. And that is Twitzcaxel through on Jabber. Yo, it's Yawn is through on Sam B. That is not what Sam B needs. Sam B should get the DRS now, though. Oh, Yo, it's Yawn might have got DRS. He did. Yo, it's Yawn got DRS off Jabber in front. Here comes CJ 3000 on Sam the Man, the Aston Martin driver on the Williams. And he is up to P10 as we go down in towards turn 9. A Fixter still on the hunt. 5 seconds off that DRS train. Remember, his tyres are a little bit older, so he's not going to have the pace as the other drivers. He could really do with some sort of safety car or something from here. Yo, it's Yawn is through on Jabber. So is Sam B. Martin McLeod is in, Jabber's into the pit lane. There we go. Pit lane complete for Jabber. Don Dedge is still on the back of Bananarama for the lead. Don Dedge's tyres are 10% better off than Banana's, and he's going to show why. Here comes Don Dedge into the slipstream, moves over to the left-hand side, and he makes it 6 different leaders in this Grand Prix as the Kick-Sauber driver. Both the Kick-Sauber drivers have led this Grand Prix at some point now. Both the VCABs have led this Grand Prix at some point. Udi is there, beyond 6 seconds off the pace. After that slip up, there goes Sam B on Yo, it's Yawn once more. Banana is back through on Don Dedge. Udi is over the back of the front two in the McLaren. So DRS train again. Yo, it's Yawn is back through on Sam. This is exactly what A Fixter needs. Just battle away, but that DRS is killing him. Struggling to get back within touching distance. But the front three, Banana, Don Dedge and Udi all on them hard compounds, and into the pit lane goes Udi to get onto the mediums now. CJ picks up a 3-second time penalty. So it's just Don Dedge and Banana left out in the lead. So, where does Udi come out? This will be the question. He's on his way down the tunnel. Here comes A Fixter. And Udi is also going to come out in front of A Fixter, but behind the DRS train. Udi will be flying now, though. There we go. Yo, it's Yawn on Twitzcaxel. And here comes Sam B as well. To go up to P5, Twitzcaxel have been overtaken by the Aston and the Mercedes. I just want to point out as well, Banana's tyres are cooking way more than Don Dedge's are. Martin McLeod, CJ 3000 on the back of the Alpine. They've all got DRS. What about Sam B on Yo, it's Yawn? And he's not able to make the move. CJ on Martin McLeod leaves in the room up the inside. Great racing that. That is brilliant. What a way to end the season with racing like this. Just so unfortunate that A Fixter's been pushed out of it. Ginaldi on the back of Mr. Reese. His final race. Banana and Don Dedge are both into the pit lane. Don Dedge could have potentially stayed out again. So is Bjorn. So both VCABs are in the double stacking. Is it going to be perfect? It is perfect. Look at that from the VCABs, the double stack. So Yo, it's Yawn is now the race leader. Gennady picks up a 3-second time penalty. Sam B is now fighting for the lead once again. CJ's there. Martin McLeod, Sam the Man, Udi, Banana, Don Dedge, A Fixter. So Sam the Man, they're all grouping up into turn 5. A little bit of a shove there from Sam the Man. And Marty, that's a 3-second time penalty for Jabba. And he's just got no battery, Marty. And Sam the Man does go through. Later on the brakes goes Marty. Oh, and he clatters into the back of CJ. He leaves the space for Sam the Man. And that is as clean as you'll try and keep it there. Sam B back into the lead once more. But look at Twitch Caxel and Yo, it's Yawn behind. How is Yawn even battling at the front after starting up dead last? Well, we'll see more of him in Tier 1 next season. The two Aston Martin drivers, the two Constructors World Champions, trying to go out with a bang here. So beyond on Mr. Reese. So Don Dead's just got to try and catch them now. Sam B is pulling away. Let's just have a look at tyres. He's hard to 3 laps fresher. Sam the Man on CJ 3000. Hey, fixing the points, absolutely mad G. So Sam the Man late on the brakes. CJ is there though, and the Williams leaves in the room. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. That's what we like to see. F7 going out with a bang for season 10. So Sam B is now a second clear at the front with 11 laps to go. Banana is from Marty McLeod. Remember, he pitted for them fresh mediums, but it's so hard. Even though he's on fresh mediums and he's going to be flying, it's going to be so difficult because it's hard to get out of the DRS here. And these are all behind Yo, it's Yawn. Sam B is doing an incredible job. There goes Udi on Marty McLeod. Don Deadge starting to catch up. Banana is from CJ 3000. But I think Banana will struggle at the end of this Grand Prix on their mediums. But he needs to get out of the DRS zone. And there goes Sam the Man up the inside of Twitch Caxel. These will all, every single one of them drivers, barring Sam B and CJ, will be racing in Tier 1 next season. We've redone all the tiers. Yes, there'll be a lot of changes at the start of the season once we see the drivers' paces and stuff. But at least everybody's booked their seats. So here comes Banana once more. He can get his foot down earlier. He'll have a lot more grip. And he does move around the outside, and that is Sam the Man on Yawn. But he's 1.4 behind Sam B now. Banana is up to V4. And he's on the back of Yawn. There goes Udi on CJ 3000. But the Aston Martin driver will try and go back around the outside in towards turn 11 and 12 and hits the back of the McLaren driver. Marty is still in it. Don Deadge on the fresh mediums isn't gathering the pace that he probably was hoping for. Banana though, he's absolutely flying up the inside of Yo, it's Yawn. Goes Banana, but he has to leave the space, and Yawn has the pace. And I think Yawn will try and be clever here. He does, and Banana falls right into the trap. And Twitch Caxel goes up it. So Yawn tried to be sneaky, but he's been overtaken by Twitch Caxel. Udi goes up the inside of the Aston Martin. Are they going to catch up to Banana? Here comes Yo, it's Yawn. Has to just back out slightly. That might have saved Banana. Here comes Yawn, and he does go up the inside of the V car, but he does back out. Banana leaves in the space. Twitch Caxel is there, all three of them going down in towards turn 6 and 7. Banana is going to get overtaken again. CJ on Udi is through. Here comes Yo, it's Yawn on Banana. He got suckered into going first in the DRS straight, and Banana has had to let Yawn back through, and now they're 1.3 behind Sam the Man. And Yoichon will be a lot slower than Sam with older tyres. Banana on them fresh mediums. He's just raring to go. You can see him out of every corner. Yeah, they're already 2 seconds behind the leaders. That is Jack Carter through on Ginaudi. The 2 Ferrari-powered cars, a little slip from the Scuderia, and now back comes the Haas. Ginaudi and Jack Carter, wheel to wheel. Ginaudi goes deep. Jack Carter tries the old switcheroo. Underneath the bridge we go. And it's beautiful racing from the pair of them. Jack Carter just trying to hold on to the rears. And Udi is back through on the Aston Martin. So is Marty McLeod and CJ 3000. He's struggling. And they do touch. And nearly ended in disaster. So Banana is back in front again. He's made the same mistake. This is what I was talking about. He's on the mediums. He's on the fresher, faster tyres. But if he continues to let Yawn on them really old hards use him as a DRS train, he won't be able to do anything. And Sam the Man is through on Sam B. The Williams is now your race leader. Here comes Yawn and Banana. Banana can get his foot down earlier. And he does stay in front. So Banana does really well there. Don Dedge is in the DRS train with 8 laps to go. Sam the Man leads. Sam B in P2. Banana in P3. 1.9 behind the pair of them. Oh, Sam the Man has picked up a time penalty. Oh, that could cost him a race win. Sam B is a second behind. That means Banana will finish P2 as it stands. Yawn is still within DRS range. Banana can't shake them off. A fixture in the points, but he's got Bjorn chasing him down. And here comes Don Dedge on Marty McLeod up the inside of the Alpine, the kick Sauber. And he'll be able to get his foot down earlier, but the Alpine just cuts him off. Aggressive defensive driving from the Alpine, but now Don Dedge will have the DRS. I think the Alpine of Marty there just let him through to say, I'm sorry, that was a bit late. Very respectful driving that. So well done to both drivers. Bjorn is through on A Fixter with that DRS. A Fixter really needed a safety car. We've not seen one safety car in any of the races yet. And up the inside goes the Aston Martin, and Udi leaves him the space. That is brilliant. And CJ is through with a phenomenal overtake. So A Fixter, who would have been fighting for the lead like the rest of these drivers from that 10-second time penalty, has killed his Grand Prix. Banana 1.8 behind. Martin McLeod picks up a time penalty. Jabba with a time penalty. Banana is shaking off Yawn from DRS. That leaves Twitch Capsule wide open to go for the move. That is Ginaudi on Amaro. Amaro goes into the pit lane. 6 laps to go. And through goes Sam the Man. Sorry, Sam B. That was brilliant. I thought he went that late that he was going to miss the corner. How did he get that Mercedes slowed down like that? And look at the exit that he got. I don't even think Sam the Man will catch back up to him with DRS here. He is saving all of his battery though, Sam, maybe for that final run at the end. But that was fantastic. Udi is back through on CJ 3000. These two will enjoy this racing a lot. He rides a little bit of the curb and nearly loses that car. A Fixture is staying with Bjorn for now. Mr. Reese on the back of Jabba. Here comes the McLaren. The rear wing is wide open. He's going to go for the move on the Red Bull. Is he going to get the inside line? The Papaya McLaren goes up the inside of the Red Bull, and Mr. Reese is through on Jabba. Jabba will try and switch it back up the inside. Side by side once more go the Red Bull and the McLaren. Verstappen and Lando Norris-esque as we go in towards turn 12, sorry. Jack Carter, if you are wanting to race, we do have a seat in Tier 3, and I think it would really suit you, mate. I think you're a really clean driver, and a lot of the Tier 3 drivers are clean drivers. So I think that'll really suit you, mate. Because I think you're a great driver. It just needs to be in the right division. Here comes Sam the Man on Sam B. And back into the lead goes the Williams. Banana is losing pace to these. And Yo, It's Yawn is back within DRS range. Sam B comes out of turn 7. Gets his foot down. Rear wing will be wide open. Sam the Man is not using any of his battery. Sam B has used a hell of a lot more. And in towards turn 9. Let's just have a look at tyres once again. Yeah, so Sam the Man's are a lap fresher. Udi on Twitch Capsule. So the aerial shots coming around turn 15 and 16. That is Jabber and Mr. Reese. Once again, they're going for round 2. The Red Bull, the long way round, a little snap from the McLaren as he opened up the door. I think these two did have a coming together earlier on. The Red Bull have the inside line in towards turn 12. The McLaren leaves in the space into 13 and 14 we go. The McLaren just edges ahead. They do touch. And Jabber is back behind the Papaya. Good racing. Into turn 15 and 16. Jabber picking up another time penalty. Here comes Don Dedge. Gets a great exit out of turn 5. He'll get the DRS, but so will the Aston Martin. And Don Dedge has just got his nose ahead, but later on the brakes goes CJ, and he does get the car stopped. And here comes Don Dedge. And through goes the Sauber. Jack Carter is out. Safety car with 4 laps to go. Jack Carter is out. There's a safety car with 4 laps. It's Latifi all over again. Sam the Man with that 3-second time penalty will now lose the podium. What do the drivers do? It's 2021 all over again. Do the drivers stay out on old tyres and go to the end, or do they pit and lose position for fresh tyres? Sam the Man is going into the pit lane. Sam B stays out. Sam B has stayed out. Banana's in. Yo, It's Yawn is in. Twitch Caxel stays out. Udi stays out. Don Dedge stays out. CJ stays out. Marty's in. Bjorn is into the pit lane as well. A Fixter is in. Wow, Sam B stays out. It is literally Hamilton in the Mercedes in 2021 all over again. Sam B has stayed out on old hard tyres. But then he's got a couple of runners behind him on old tyres. But then they've got fresh runners behind them. So, Tier 2 season finale comes down to this. Sam B, let's just have a look at the tyres. And it's a disappointing end for Ginaldi's race. He got a drive-through time penalty. He's got a 10-second time penalty. And it's a DNF. Ginaldi, thank you for everything you've done over the seasons. Thank you for being a league director, an admin, a steward, and driving and becoming a world champion of Tier 3 as well. So appreciate everything and good luck with your next journey, mate. Don Dedge is through on CJ. I don't know what happened there. Sam B does have the freshest hard tyres of all the front runners. Wow, this is really interesting now. At the moment, A Fixter finishes in P7 because of penalties in front of him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mad G. They are, but the soft runners have got to navigate through a bit of traffic to get to the front. And it depends when the safety car goes in. If it goes in, it'll go in at the end of this lap, which means we'll have 1 lap with no DRS and 1 lap with DRS. Wow. The first safety car of any race has come on lap 25. Oh yeah, the race has been really clean, Mirko, really clean. Some of the battles have been brilliant. It just, A Fixter got really unlucky as Banana got spun on the race start, and A Fixter got a 10-second time penalty for overtaking him and had to serve it in the pit lane. Obviously it's racing, so it's not going to be clean all the way throughout. There is going to be some incidents, but yeah. No, Banana got spun by somebody else, I think. And A Fixter overtook him and got a 10-second time penalty. So Amaro's not caught up. So Sam B will lead us underway. Sam the Man is the front runner of the pitted cars. CJ's not in his car, you know. Oh, yeah, he is. When does Sam B get it underway? Twitzcaxel really eager to get going, but it's on the Mercedes. Sam B will lead the safety car restart. He's still warming his tyres. All the other drivers are waiting. And off he goes. Sam B gets the safety car restart underway with 2 laps to go. Here we go. Amaro did catch up. And through goes Don Dead on CJ, and so does Sam the Man. CJ's off the track, he comes back on in front of his Aston Martin teammate, hits the back of Banana. CJ is down to P9, and he's right, he is getting absolutely swamped. Here comes A Fixter. Will he go up the inside on them fresh softs, up the inside of the Aston Martin? They go 3 wide. Oh, and luckily, that is Marty McLeod that does ghost. It's going to be carnage at the end. Banana is trying to get through on them fresh softs on Don Dedge. Sam B is in front of Twitzcaxel and Udi in the McLaren. Here comes Udi in the Papaya McLaren that goes up to P2. Down in towards turn 6 and 7. The fresh runners. Sam the Man, yo, it's Yawn. All of the soft runners. Oh my God, what is going on? Udi is round. Udi in the McLaren is round. Amaro is at the back. A Fixer trying to make up moves. He's got Mr. Reese in front of him. Yo, it's Yawn is front on Dedge on them fresh soft. So is Sam the Man. Banana is still in B3. Twitch Cactal. Sam B has got 1 lap to keep it here. Beyond is there, Martin McLeod, Mr. Reese, A Fixter, Amaro is through on Jabba, that is Banana, that is through on Twitzcaxel's off the track and gets a 3-second time penalty. Sam the Man is through, here comes Yo, it's Yawn. Remember, Twitzcaxel did stay out on them old hard tyres. And off the track they go, pushes Yawn around. Don Dedge is getting swallowed up on the mediums. DRS is enabled for the final lap, they're all trying to get through. Does Don Dedge switch? There's a lot of drivers with time penalties. Here comes Joey Shaw. Twitzcaxel is really slow. He's struggling. Sam the Man is within DRS range of the front runners. Sam B leads on the final lap. Here we go. Sam the Man, Sam B, Twitzcaxel, Joey Shaw. Sam the Man can get his foot down earlier. Here comes Banana Rama with that DRS. Sam the Man will have DRS as well. Banana is now your race leader on the final lap. Here comes Sam the Man. He's trying to get through. He goes late on the brakes. Banana's going to be left wide open. Sam the Man is through, but Sam B knows it. He's got a time penalty, and through goes Yawn. Here comes Beyond. They'll all have DRS. Banana has been left out in the lead because of Sam the Man's overtake on Sam B. Sam B hasn't got a time penalty. Mr. Reese goes around the outside of Twitzcaxel. He's got fresher tyres. Sam the Man is round. Oh, Sam the Man is round. Yo, it's on. It's absolute carnage at the end. Banana will come through to win it though. My McLeod is from Mr. Reese. A Fixer is down to P12. What has happened? But Banana Rama will come through to win the season finale here in Abu Dhabi. Sam B comes through in P2, but where does everybody finish? Don Dedge takes P4, A Fixter takes P8. Wow! On the top step is the Scotsman. Oh, Banana. So let's have a look at the final standings. It is Banana that wins with the fastest lap here in Abu Dhabi. Sam B takes P2. Yo, it's Yawn, the world champion, finishes on the podium and P3. Don Dedge finishes in P4. What a race for him. Bjorn in P5. Twitch Caxton in P6. Martin McLeod takes P7. A Fixter takes P8. Udi takes P9 and Mr. Reese in P10. Sam the Man goes down to P11. Amaro in P12. Jabber in P13. CJ in P14. Gennady in P15. Jack Carter in P16. Doug in P17. Kevin Gamer in P18. And Todd Joe in P19. So there we have it. So, I know everybody wants to get thingy and I want to stick the race on, so I'll just skip it, mate. Because I've got all the roles to sort out and everything before the F1 race in 30 minutes. Why is it not catching the data? 1 second. Oh, come on, it's not caught the data. Yeah, Jack, I'll put you in a tier 3 seat, mate. Definitely. Let me just have a look. I can't believe it's not caught the data. That's so annoying. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll let you all go and watch the F1 race. I've got so many roles to sort out for tier 3 and tier 2, get all the stats sorted and all the seats sorted. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. What a season, and I'll see you for tier 1 later. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the race, and I'll speak to you later.